If you guys want to see how I created this lollipop headband, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Hi and Lynn, and I'm here guys with a tutorial how to make the lollipop headband. These two items I picked up from Lollipop, the molded clay and the molding clay set. I got these goodie headbands that I got from Walmart. They come in a 3 set. I'm using the white one out of the pack. They are my favorite headbands to use. I also have Gorilla Glue sticks and a hot glue gun. So you're going to first start off, I'm going to grab the white clay out of this set. So I thought I probably could use certain tools out of this, but again, this is from Lollipop, and I just wanted to see if I could make this lollipop headband without spending the most money. I'm just going to tell you guys now, it is achievable if you have the patience. But I would say get some molding clay from Walmart. I couldn't find none actually, but I did want to try the Dollar Tree brand because I'm always in that store. So I was like, can I achieve this with the Dollar Tree? So, okay, so I had changed my mind and wanted to use the clay from the other packet. I feel like it was a little bit more vibrant than that one. So I'm going to pull out all the colors I need out of this one. You're going to use the white. I also was trying to find an extra pack of white because you're going to need a lot of white, guys. I think this was still enough colors, so I still had some left over. But I'm picking out all the colors I need for the lollipop. So it was red, orange, yellow, green, pink, blue. I was looking at a picture of an actual lollipop and seeing like what colors are in there. Okay, once you have all your colors out, you want to flatten them as much as possible. I used what came with the set. I had to also use some hand power, but I would definitely would have had something like a rolling pan. I forget what they call it. You know, them rollers you use to roll out dough. They also have that at Dollar Tree too. I could have picked up one, but so I'm rolling out the white too right now because we're gonna use the white as strips in between each color, which I'll show you guys. Alright, so measuring the white against the red, what you're going to do is kind of like, I use a little cutting thing they had in the set too. And I actually used a can of Elmer's glue that I had nearby to flatten it as much as possible. But you're going to cut like thin strips in between each color. And I was wondering why I said pink last when naming them. Because I did not end up using pink because I don't think that was part of the lollipop color. So it was red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. So I'm doing the same, just repeating it out. The Elmer's glue can actually worked a little bit better with rolling it out. Just roll it up against, and as you guys can see, you just put a color, then white, orange, white, then yellow. And then you just keep going down. You guys see I'm adjusting it, I'm squishing them close to each other. I'm going to link the lady who I got inspired to do this, her tutorial below in my description. She really explained this pretty well because you guys will see later on my mistake. But after I do all this and line them up, we need to create a thick log or a piece of clay that needs to go in the center of everything. So I only had a little bit of white, but I also used that molding clay. It's an off-white. Like I said, I wish I had pure white, but I had was just nearby. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a nice little bunch of it, and you just want to make like a circular, nice round shape that the colors can wrap around. And once you get that nice circle shape, you want to start to flatten it out. Sort of like a oblong log looking size like that. So that's what I came up with. I started to just make sure I flat everything down, and then I cut the colorful pieces out to try to make it the same size, because you want to make sure everything is kind of equal in size as much as you can. I also save the colors on the side, because definitely don't throw away scraps, guys. Now what you're going to do is put the log right at the end, and you're going to just essentially roll it up inside like I'm doing. You want to make sure all the colors are wrapped around that center white log. And once you get them wrapped around, you're going to just roll it out. Alright, transparent moment, guys. I had to redo this, okay? But I'm going to just show you what it turned out as. I definitely rushed it. I will give pointers on what to do better next time, but it came out not uniform, not to my liking. The colors was blending together, and like I said, the girl's tutorial, she did mention that this is definitely a craft you might have to do a few times to master. And when it comes to crafts, guys, I am a visual learner by nature, but I am also a hands-on learner. So once I do something and I see my mistake, the next time I do it, I'll get it right. Because this is how it turned out, y'all. It looks crazy, okay? It looks kind of cool, but I knew next time what to do. So I'm going to show you how I did it again. But before showing you, this is how I made the ears. I just used the bottom of like some paint I had on a plate, and I'm going to cut out the circle essentially, and that's going to be the ears to mold off of. Alright guys, so I did everything off camera, but this is essentially the same thing, except my tips are make sure all the parts are equal. This is my surface, and then I flattened those out, and I made my log in the center thicker than the colors on the outside. But this is the hugest tip, guys, right here. You want to make sure all the colors are pressed in equally into the log. Like, take your time with pressing it in, making sure everything fits. Also, if it does not fit, you have to dig or pull out parts of the log, which I'm showing you. I took my little tool and kind of had to like scrape and make it fit. Take your time. That is it. So as you roll as well, guys, roll and take your time. You might have to roll a few times like this in your hands, and then put it back in your hands and check on it. Make sure everything is still rolling at the same pace, because when you over roll it, some colors can get blended with another. So just take your time. That's the ultimate thing. Okay, with our earpiece now, once it's cut off, what you're going to do is you're going to start in the center and you're going to wrap your clay around. I had just cut off because I didn't like how white it is. So this is kind of optional. Like, you could see what parts of the lollipop swirl you like to start as your center or as you're going around. But you're just going to essentially just start wrapping in a circle. And as I'm wrapping, guys, I'm kind of like twisting as I wrap just to give it more color. So you might have to like flatten it and then just start to like kind of twist it so you get more of those colors. This is how the first one came out. So I did the second one off camera, but this is how they turned out. It came out pretty decent. So I'm gonna go in with some white paint because another thing, guys, I use molding clay as my log. I wish I had like pure white clay. It would have came out perfect. I wouldn't have to do this step, but it's kind of a grayish looking old ancient lollipop, which kind of goes with my look, but I just went in just to be extra and kind of touched up what I could with some white paint. Okay, now I got some cellophane wrap from Delartra, and I wanted to make these lollipops in plastic, kind of like you buying it at the store. They're wrapped in that cellophane wrap. So that's essentially what I did. I kind of just measured out and cut out a sheet of the wrap that I'm going to use. So I had some rubber bands too. You're going to need rubber bands. I'm just essentially playing around with how I'm going to do it. I kind of wanted to see how it was going to look. Sometimes I do that with crafting. I would like fully do it just to kind of get an idea how it looks, how it feels. It is going to be tangible. But like I said, everything is a work in progress. So I put those in. Then I realized while putting it on the headband and cutting them, I had to take them out of the cellophane wrap and glue the actual lollipop to the headband because it just wasn't staying. I even tried before doing that. I took a rubber band and I was gonna like tie the lollipop to the rubber band, and that didn't work out either. So the best bet was to just glue the lollipop directly to the headband. I positioned where I wanted it and then held it up and glued it around it for extra security. Then I had to take off the other one and gently just ripped it off, tore the cellophane off, and then just repeated the other side. Y'all, now these color stains. So remember, this headband was freshly white. Look at the color now. For the fact it's a Halloween look and I'm kind of doing a little gory, it kind of goes with it. Just keep that in mind with working with it. So after I got them on, they're dried and secured on. Now I put the cellophane back around the lollipop, take a rubber band to secure it in place. And then you need a ribbon. So I had some thicker red ribbon I also got from Delartra. I only had a little bit. So what I ended up doing to like shortcut it, I tied it around the base and I used a rubber band, and then I pushed the sides of the bow out to make it look like a little bow. And it worked out so cute. And it was camouflage, you couldn't tell. So I just repeated it on the other side as well. Alright guys, just take your scissors and snip around the parts you don't want, and this is how it turned out. It came out really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment what you would have done differently, or if you enjoyed this look. I will see you guys. Peace. See you tomorrow.